Yes, friends, very good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 29th episode of our Rama Sharma's International Pharmaceutical Marketing and Training YouTube. Uh, Very first, congratulations that many of you are getting benefits from the subject, and there is a quite encouraging feedback from you. Before I start today's subject, which is objection handling, or how to reply to the objections or the queries from your customers in general and doctors in particular. Before I take this subject, there is a little bad news about my health. Doctors have diagnosed me with glaucoma, and a lot of eye drops I am using now, and they say you are losing eyesight, and you should be very very careful because glaucoma is a silent stiller of the eyesight. Anyhow, God is there and your good wishes will help me to overcome this disease. So thank you, friends. When somebody objects you or asks you something, that why he should do or why he should use or buy what you want him, if he objects, very first remember that objection is a signal that he is interested in you. These are the buying signals that he is interested in you. If you satisfy his objection, he will use your product. If somebody is only listening, yes, that means he may be interested, he may not be. But if somebody says, why I use your, say you have diclofenac or any combination, doctor says, why I like single drug, I don't like combination, why you have added this, or otherwise also. So that is the signal that he is interested in your product, in you. So objections you should welcome, not run away or not feel, oh, this customer is always asking some questions. No. So first thing you remember, objections are a signal or a green light that your customer is interested in you. One. Now, while handling objections, there are some golden rules you should remember. So the golden rule first is listen. Let him complete. Anybody. Once you listen, then thoroughly you listen, carefully you listen, believe me, 90% of his objection is automatically washed out. Because many people, they ask questions just sometimes for the sake of asking, or to test you, or to, not pull your legs, but to know how depth you are. So the one is listen. When customer has finished, now you start. So this is one golden rule, because by listening, he is happy, his complaint you have listened, so 90% now he is with you. Okay? One. Second thing is, don't hit back. Whatever is the question, whatever is the objection, don't hit back. No doctor, no sir, it is not like this. Because if you hit back, you are insulting your customer. And insult nobody likes. So listen him and don't hit back immediately. Don't hit back. Never. Okay? And even if customer starts argument or there are 2-3 question answer, now you try to save face of the customer and lose the argument. Lose the argument. Win the business. Because remember, we are medical rep, we are business people, we are not there to win the argument. No doctor, how you say aceclofenac is much better, much gastric tolerance is much better than diclofenac. So no, don't win the argument. Best is lose the argument. Let you save the face of the customer. He feels, yes, he has listened my point and partly I am right, and tacitly you put your point. So while dealing with objections, one very important golden rule is lose the argument, win the business. Because we are not in the business of winning arguments or just telling sometime even what is 100% truth. Because you remember, knowledge is okay, but knowledge has to be applied with skills. So skillfully you apply your knowledge and just, from the small lane, go out and win the business. This is a golden rule. And as I told you, save his face. Whatever stupid or bad any argument customer says to you, save his face. Ultimately, customer should feel that it is he is the winner. And the decision of using your product, using your service is his, not you have imposed. If some customer says, oh, you are excellent salesman, you have sold this to me, it is not a compliment. Because he is treating you as a salesman. Actually, customer should feel it was his decision. And you are just a mediator. These are very fine skills, friends, which will help you in your objection handling. So, with those golden rules now, let us go to, there are different mechanics, there are different ways how you reply the questions, but there are some time-tested mechanics which we will try to share with you. One way, of replying is work with him. Whatever he says, first work with him. Go with him. For example, you are promoting, say, Nittil machine or amikacin, and he says that gentamicin is the best aminoglycoside. Why you tell me amikacin or Nittil machine or any other is the best? Work with him. Don't say, no, it is not best. No. Work with him. Yes, doctor. You are very right that gentamicin is he said, best. Now you best, you say, is the most potent aminoglycoside. A dose is just 2.5 milligram or 5 milligram. Is a 80 milligram vial is available. So potency wise, yes, doctor, this is the most powerful aminoglycoside. So you go with him, and now tacitly you divert it. And at the same time, doctor, if you see the nephrotoxic potential or neuromuscular blockade side effect or ototoxicity, there are other aminoglycosides also like amikacin, where therapeutic index is very wide. So the potential of side effect development is less. So you have worked with him, you did not object, you say, yes, doctor, this is true, this is the most powerful aminoglycoside. So work with him, and then tacitly you divert whatever he is telling. So use this mechanic sometime. The second and very good is turn the table. Customer is on that side, you are on this side. Something he has discovered in your product. And that weakness, what he discovered, you present it as a strength. So this is turn the table. Now he say for example, oh, your this analgesic combination doesn't have paracetamol. It doesn't have paracetamol, only diclofenac it is, or aceclofenac or any other. Now you say, yes, doctor, that is exactly the reason I am asking you to use. Oh, how? So he said, doctor, because my drug contains only diclofenac, and you can always give paracetamol separately in the dose you want, for the number of days you want, you can give it separately. So my drug doesn't have a fixed dose combination. And even if there are potential for side effects, you can see. Or he say, oh, you have only norfloxacin, this doesn't have tinidazole combination. You say, yes, doctor, that is the reason I am asking you to use. Because now see, he said weakness, but that side you have turned into strength. So you are saying, yes, doctor, that is the reason I am asking you to prescribe. Because you can titrate the dose. You give norfloxacin, which is my drug, 400 milligram tablet, and now tinidazole, or you can give secnidazole, you can give ornidazole. Your choice, imidazole you can give. In those dose you can give separately. So doctor, that is the reason. Now doctor thinks, yeah, that was the weakness, and now he is telling us a strength. So friend, this is turn the table techniques is quite good. And now there is also another way, like why. Use the way like why. Means customer is here. He is telling something and you are here. So now customer tells you, for example, he say, oh, your drug, your diclofenac, suppose you are telling aceclofenac you have gone to promote, or celecoxib, something. He said no, diclofenac is the best drug till today. You see, I am happy with this. You have gone with aceclofenac. Now both of you are apart. So come here slowly. So he said that, you say, yes doctor, diclofenac is very widely used drug, one of the very earliest NSAID and very globally used. And if you see the potential for gastrointestinal side effect, gastritis or other, the tolerability wise, then aceclofenac also is a derivative, and this drug even on long term has better. Now see, slowly and slowly you praised, you went with him, and now you are coming to a point. So Dr. aceclofenac is a drug which even on long term use has much better gastric chances for gastric problems, whether it is irritation or hyperacidity or any that potential, so is there. And now take him with you. So doctor, looking to this benefit, definitely a time has come, or you can change to drugs like aceclofenac or even selective COX-2 inhibitors, doctor, because diclofenac is a non-selective. This blocks both COX-1 and COX-2, and my drug is blocking only the harmful or the prostaglandins which are not good. They are not blocked. So if you good prostaglandins are there, so the drug is very selective COX-2 inhibitor, doctor. So come to this drug. So from why you come here, come and then be with him and then go and take doctor with you. So looking to this doctor, definitely my drug is a good option, good therapeutic alternate for you. Always alternate, because remember, there is never a panacea, never one single drug for anything. Every drug has its own plus and minus, which you promote or how you present makes all the difference. So this is one. And one is, if there is no question at all, he just give a statement. He is neither asking question and is not ready to use your product. For example, he says, cephalosporin, forget it. I am happy with cefixime. For example, I use cefixime, I am happy. So you cannot say, doctor, ask me question about cefixime, then I will reply. No. So what you do now, he has given a statement, so you now convert his statement into a question yourself. The doctor, do you mean that if there is a better drug than cefixime, only then you will change? Now he cannot say no. Can he? So he will say yes. That is exactly, doctor. Now there is another cephalosporin, cefpodoxime, which has better staphylococcal coverage. So in skin infections particularly, where even cefixime type cephalosporin third generation oral will not give you therapeutic benefit, my cefpodoxime will give, because staph coverage is better. So, doctor told you he is happy. And that you accept. Yes, doctor, you are happy. But if there is a drug which is better than cefixime, you will be happier. Now he cannot say, no, I will not be happier. So the technique is, he is not asking question, but his statement you convert into a question and then reply. So these are some techniques, friends. Remember, another thing, while answering these techniques, very important is your body language. Talk nicely in acceptable tone. Your voice modulation should not be like you are hitting back. No, doctor, it cannot be. So use some words. For example, you have seen doctor. Doctor, Now whether he knows or he doesn't know, forget it. But when you give a reply, doctor, you know about it. Or maybe, doctor, you have seen a reference recently in some journal. If this was published, maybe you have seen it. Drug is like this. So the technique is, don't keep your voice modulation nicely acceptable to the customer, and try to convince him with the respect and not just with knowledge, because he is doctor. Remember, he is much more knowledgeable than us. We are just graduate in pharmacy or science, or some in India, even they are not graduate in science. They are just commerce or arts graduate. So he knows that. So the skill in handling objection will be respect your customer, listen him, okay, and just show one or two benefits of your product over what he is using. And don't vomit all benefit one time. This is it, two benefits. Next visit, tell him about tolerability. Another time about drug interaction. Now he is using roxithromycin, for example. Now you have gone, or clarithromycin. You have gone with azithromycin. Maybe something on drug adverse drug interaction. That doctor, my azithromycin, if you concurrently give with some other drugs like antifungal or H2 receptor, the H1 receptor, then there is a less propensity of adverse reaction with this drug. So talk about the drug interaction. And if this also is not working, next visit, remember, I talk this benefit, doctor is still not prescribed. Maybe you highlight the convenience, dose convenience. That doctor 3 dose, 500 milligram, 3 days, that's all. He's still not writing, now come to the price. If you see the total cost of treatment, doctor, total cost, that only this much. So use different USP, different product benefits on different occasion. And your idea is to win the customer, not win the argument or win the objection. Win the customer with your pleasant voice, with your pleasant way of replying, and remembering what you discussed last time. So from that point you start your detailing or your talk, doctor. Friends, so these are some techniques, friends. Very important when your senior talks to during your joint work, learn from them. Your regional manager, sales manager has come, he's talking to the doctor. So that 30 seconds or 1 minute he has talked, how he has with his smiley energy he has replied. Learn these from your seniors also. Okay, so with this, thank you very much. See you in next episode. That will be very favorite terminology section. So with this, thank you very much.